50 long days passed before this latest Gaza truce. During the height of this conflict, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's approval ratings tumbled. Some feel that may be the reason for the current ceasefire. CCTV's Roee Ruttenberg explains.
It was supposed to be a quick, decisive victory. At least that's how some local politicians described Israel's Gaza offensive. But that was nearly 2 months ago. And the rockets the campaign effectively meant to stop kept coming. The military kept striking. And the death toll kept rising. Not just in Gaza, but for Israel. So far, more than 60 Israelis have been killed, almost all of them soldiers, making this Israel's deadliest war in nearly a decade. Which might explain the latest Channel 2 poll, showing that just a third of Israelis now approve of the Prime Minister's handling of the conflict. It's a dramatic drop compared to last week, and even more dramatic compared to last month.
It does feel like we're a bunch of players on a school round. It's recess, and we're getting into stupid, petty fights. And there is a point to which our government gets petty, and I think that's the problem.
I think Netanyahu handled everything in a very controlled manner. He's very responsible to his people. We're still not aware of all of the political considerations, but in my opinion, he was very calculated. But in spite of all that, I also think we should have finished off Hamas on day one.
What he knows, others don't, specifically what's happening around the world against Israel. So he leads the war moderately.
Those are some of the views here in Tel Aviv, considered to be Israel's most liberal city. If you travel elsewhere across the country, the views become more hard-lined, particularly in the south,
where hundreds of families living closest to the line of fire have opted to leave. The government this week announced it would try to help them, financially and logistically, perhaps in an effort to regain some of the support it appears to be losing. Roee Ruttenberg, CCTV, Tel Aviv.